All right, welcome to Startup Cowboy. Today I'm going to give you an honest review of JK Western boots. These boots were sent to me. I'm not being paid for this at all, but I just wanted to give you guys a review because I think these are a really cool product. And so I'll just go through a few things about these boots that I liked, some initial concerns that I thought I was going to have, and then basically how they performed over the past 8 months. So JK Western, like I said, sent me this boot. Right away when I looked at it, it looked really, really cool. The toe box, that's something that a lot of people are opinionated about. Nowadays there's narrower toes, different things like that. I thought that the toe box was like a very universal, good-looking toe box that basically anyone could use. So right off the bat, I liked that. And then two, I've never had a suede leather pair of boots. Obviously, the suede is the opposite side of the slick side of the leather. And so initially I thought, man, I wonder how well that'll work. All my saddles are rough out like that or suede. And so I thought, well, obviously that should work pretty well. And it did. Honestly, my main initial concern was this tread on the bottom. So when I saw that, my mind thought, that's going to get caught in the stirrup, or I thought it might, and it couldn't be further from the truth. The way that that protrudes from the bottom of this boot is so minute that it didn't ever hang in a stirrup. And I ride all the different types. I don't ride oxbows. I think just about everything hangs in an oxbow, but narrower stirrups, big bell stirrups, this performed really well. One thing that I really liked is that they did put that on there. Typically, I don't wear this style of cowboy boot that much, especially in cold winter months, because basically you're inviting falls. You're going to slip and fall because there's just not enough wear or tread pattern on the bottom of those. I wear a couple different brands of what we call lettuce picker boots or crepe sole bottom boots. And they start with a certain amount of tread and then they wear off and they're really slick. And obviously just leather bottom boots would be absolutely treacherous. So this right here is an absolute pro move. I really liked them. I've never slipped in these boots, but once again, they did not hang up in the stirrup at all. So that was really cool. Some other features that I liked on it, the shorter roper style heel, it wasn't too tall, really comfortable. And I would say overall, the break-in period on these boots was relatively short. And I mean, that says a lot for a boot. Typically, if they break in really, really fast, the quality might be, lower. So like I said, the break-in period was relatively short on these. And that was awesome because some boots, it takes you over a year to get them broken in. And obviously there's different ways to do it, whether you soak the boot or not. I tried not to do any specific thing, whether over oiling them or something like that. I just wore them and used them. And these boots were super comfortable. I would venture to say this is the most comfortable boot I've ever worn. That is this style. And that says a lot. And I didn't put orthotics in, anything else. I wore them the way they were. I tried to my best to product test these boots, to just use them and wear them the way any cowboy would. I didn't take care of them at all. I didn't put any oil on them. I certainly didn't go trudging through the mud or anything like that to obviously really damage them. But I just wore them as best as I could without taking care of them. And overall, I think they did a really good job. A couple things on here that I thought overperformed. One would be just the leather quality itself. A lot of the upper parts of boots aren't made out of thick enough leather and they start to, wear really bad. You can see on this some discoloration just from the stirrups, stirrup leathers and things like that. But overall, the stitching held up really well all over the boot. Anywhere where leather interfaces with rubber, it held up really good. So overall, I think this is a super, super good boot. I would highly recommend it. One thing about this style of boot that you have to remember is there is a higher price point on this handmade type of boot. But the cool part about handmade boots is that you can wear them down, wear them through different wear areas on these that they can replace. Obviously here in the heel, basically the entire sole. You can send this boot back into JK Western and they'll rebuild it. So whatever that price point, that initial, buy once, cry once, you can spread that out over time. Unlike, highly manufactured boots where you're going to buy that boot, a lot of times really good price point. Often they're really good boots, but you don't have that ability to send them back in and have them resold or things fixed on them. And that to me, especially if you're a working cowboy or someone who's going to use these boots a lot, makes a huge difference. So I would highly recommend these. If you haven't heard of JK Western boots, go check them out. They're all over Instagram, all over basically the internet. And I think they really made a really great product. And to boot, no pun intended, they're really good looking as well. So that's just my overall review of these JK Western boots. If you like this video and want to see more videos just like this, please like and subscribe.